Chapter 7 As Stone as Wind. Amal and his friends are watering the school garden. Amal immersed a big cup into a bucket full of water. The water spilled over. Shreya, what is this? Don't you know that we should not waste even a drop of water? Amal, I did not waste water. The water overflowed when I dipped the cup. Shreya, is it so? Why does water spill over like this? Let us find out. Amal, Subin and Shreya are now going to conduct the experiment. They have taken a bucket full of water, a brick, a stone, a piece of wood and an iron piece. Leena comes there at that time. She asked eagerly, "What are you all going to do?" Subin, we are dropping each of these objects into the water in the bucket. When we drop any object into a container full of water, the water spills over. Amal, Leena, can you guess which of these objects, when immersed, will make the maximum overflow of water? Now, can you make a guess? Do the following experiment and note down your findings. All objects occupy space. What about objects of greater size? Objects with definite shape and those without shape. Take water in a glass tumbler. What is the shape of water now? Now pour this water into vessels of different shape. Is there any change in the shape of water? What is the reason for this? Water does not have a definite shape. It takes the shape of the vessel in which it is contained. But what about a stone? You know that we can pour water in a bottle, but can you put a stone which is bigger than the mouth of a bottle into that bottle? What do you understand from this? Stone has shape and size. Measuring weight. Weigh your school bag. Measure the weight of the bottle before and after filling it with water. What difference did you notice? What do you understand from this? All objects have weight. Now, find the weight of water in the bucket and pot in the same way. Shaktiman, look at the picture. What makes the water wheel turn around? Flowing water has power. Observe the picture. Which among the following can flow like water? Water and friends similar to it are liquids. Now find out other liquids and write down their common properties. Changing state. Take some water in a vessel and heat it. Don't you see water vapor rising up? Now take flat vessel with water in it and hold it over the rising water vapor. What do you see at the base of the vessel? What is the reason for this? Can you find out other instance where water vapor cools into water like this? Water vapor changes into water when it cools. Water in air too. Take a glass tumbler, put some ice into it. Observe the outer side of the glass. What do you see? From where did the drop of water come? There was only air around the glass tumbler. If so, how did the water drops form? The water vapor cools to form water. Friends of stone. We learn that a stone has different shape, size and weight. Liquids can be taken only in a vessel. But what about stone, a piece of wood, etc.? What is the difference between water and stone? Stone, piece of wood, etc. are solids. Can you name some other solids? Write down the common properties of solids. What are the properties that differentiate solids from liquids? What similarities do they have? Write down the similarities and differences. Air. Features of air. Subin is very happy today. He is waiting to show the balloon boat that he made to his friends. Wow, a balloon boat that moves in water? His friends became happy. Amal. Subin, how did you make this? Subin, take the lid of a soap case, make a hole on one of its sides. Now take a straw and tie a balloon to its end. Take the other end of the straw out through the soap case as shown in the picture. Now blow air through the straw and fill the balloon with air. Press the mouth of the balloon with fingers, not letting the air to go out. Place the soap case in a flat container with water. Immerse the tip of the straw in water and slowly release the fingers. Now you can see the balloon boat heaping ahead. Lena, I shall show you another trick. Here is a balloon rocket. Do you want to know how it is made? Pass a long thread through a straw piece. Tie both ends of the thread tightly to two poles as shown in the picture. Blow air into a big balloon and fix its middle part to the straw using sellotape. Bring the balloon to the lower end of the thread and release it. In which direction does the balloon move? Why? Friends, won't you also make a balloon boat and a rocket? Many shapes. Take balloon dolls of different size and shape. Blow air into them. Then release the air. What happens? Why does this happen? What changes did you observe when air is filled in balloons of different shapes? Does air have a definite shape? Now note down your findings in the environment diary. Who is hiding there? Take 2 glass tumblers. Pack paper bits up to half of each tumbler. Fix a flexible straw in the second glass tumbler using a cello tape. Now immerse both glass tumblers upside down in the water in a bucket. What goes out from the second glass tumbler? Prepare the record of the experiment. Lena's record of experiment: wet and dry. Aim to find out whether air occupies space. Materials required: bucket full of water, 2 glass tumblers, flexible straw, paper, sellotape. Procedure: fill 3/4 of a bucket with water. Packed papers up to half of each glass tumbler. The flexible straw was fixed to the second glass tumbler in such a way that the shorter part of the straw is inside the glass tumbler. Both the tumblers were immersed upside down into the water in the bucket. Observation: while immersing the 2 glass tumblers into the water, more force has to be applied on the glass tumbler without straw attached to it. Only a little water entered the glass tumbler. Air bubbles could be seen passing out through the straw in the other glass tumbler. Hence, more water entered that glass tumbler. When the paper in the first glass tumbler was taken out, it was not seen wet. The paper in the second glass tumbler was wet. Inference. Did you record your inference? Sensing the smell. We come to know that jasmine flower have bloomed or a perfume bottle has been opened even from a distance. How does this happen? Let's try out. Collect the smoke of an incense stick in a glass tumbler and cover it with the cardboard. The smoke comes up when the cardboard is removed. Do you sense the fragrance of the incense stick? This is because the fragrance of the incense stick mixes with the air and spread all around. I too have weight. Hang a big balloon on one end and a paper cup on the other end of a long stick. Now, tie a thread in the middle of the stick and hang it like a balance as shown in the picture. Put pea seeds in the paper cup to balance the weight. Now blow air into the balloon. What happens to the balance? Why? How many pea seeds did you put in the cup to balance the weight? Write down your findings in the environment diary. Power of the wind. Did you see the katadi in Shreya's hand? Why does it spin? Discuss with your friends. Moving air is wind. Air has power. Air, water vapor, etc. are gases. What are the properties of gases? Write them down. Gases do not have a definite shape. Complete the table. Plasma. Besides the solid, liquid and gaseous states, matter has states also. Plasma is one of them. Fire and lightning are in the plasma state. Analyze the table and write your inference. Objects around us exist commonly in 3 states, namely solids, liquids and gases. Significant learning outcomes. The learner states the common properties of solids, identifies and states the properties of liquids, identifies and states the properties of gases, identifies and states that water has three states, explains the change of states of water through simple experiments, proves the properties of solids, liquids, and gases through simple experiments, consolidates and states the common properties of objects around us. Let us assess. Classify the following objects: water, petrol, sugar, camphor, salt, piece of wood, water vapor, smoke, diesel, coconut oil. An object has a definite shape. It occupies space and has weight. Identify the state of this object. A. Gas, B. Liquid, C. Solid. Identify the group which indicates the three states of water. A. Milk, buttermilk, curd. B. Hot water, cold water, gruel, കഞ്ഞിവെള്ളം. C. Water, ice, water vapor. D. Ice cream, tea, juice. Extended activities. 1. Balloon that does not shrink. Fix a water-filled balloon in a bottle as shown in the picture. What will happen if this bottle is held erect? Will the balloon shrink? What will happen to the water in the balloon? 2. Lifting weight. Take milk covers, straws, thread and a piece of cardboard. Insert a straw into each milk cover and tie it with thread. Place a cardboard piece over the covers and place a big book over it. Now, blow air into the cover through the straws at the same time. How much weight can be lifted in this way? 3. Let us lift more weight. An air jack can be made using a plastic tube and a hot water bag. A football bladder, air ball, balloon can also be used instead of the hot water bag. 4. Artificial rain. Make some holes at the base of a plastic bottle. Put one hole at the top too. Fill water in the bottle. What happens when the hole at the top is kept closed and what happens when it is opened? Why does this happen? 5. Let us whistle and blow a balloon. Take two bottles with their base cut off. Fix a balloon in one and a doll whistle in the second. Immerse them in water. Why did the balloon blow up? Why did the whistle produce sound? 6. Visit a hydroelectric power station and a windmill field. 7. Make a water wheel, katadi, etc.